and ever wondered how the animated TV spin-offs of the 1980s paved the way for the modern Hollywood franchise phenomenon? From Ghostbusters to Back to the Future, these shows significantly contributed to the transformation of the film industry as we know it today. Let's take a trip down memory lane and explore the impact of these 80s gems. The 1980s marked beginning of the blockbuster era with iconic franchises like Rambo, RoboCop, and Mad Max taking center stage. Or this decade saw the rise of movie franchises with sequels expanding their fictional universes and raking in massive revenues. The 80s also introduced us to large-scale franchises that continue to thrive, such as Ghostbusters, Gremlins, and Back to the Future. Interestingly, many R-rated horror franchises from the 80s, like Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, often had multiple sequels due to their high box office earnings. However, these rarely led to the creation of animated TV shows for kids. Instead, kid-friendly spin-offs like the real Ghostbusters and RoboCop provided a cost-effective method for extending the storylines of popular franchises that had limited initial film releases. These 80s animated spin-offs opened doors to merchandising opportunities, as kids were more likely to buy toys and branded products. This strategy is still in use today with franchises such as DC, Marvel, and Jurassic World adopting a similar approach. Shows like WandaVision, Andor, and Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous serve as spin-offs from popular cinematic universes, providing a bridge for viewers to follow characters who might not appear theaters for extended periods. In essence, these streaming shows act similarly to animated TV shows of the 80s that developed franchises, giving studios an affordable method to expand their universe without solely relying on big-budget, theatrically released films. As someone who grew up in the 80s, I can attest to the fact that many of the animated TV spin-off shows from that era were surprisingly entertaining, and research Friedemann was that it was from the spooky fun of Beetlejuice and the real Ghostbusters to the action-packed karate moves of the Karate Kid. These shows capture the essence of their respective movies flawlessly, and although not every 80s franchise spin-off may reach the heights set by the excellent sequel series of Beetlejuice, many still served a similar function to modern streaming shows are worth revisiting for that reason. For those eager to dive back into the universe of Back to the Future, Beetlejuice, or Ghostbusters movies, dipping their TV show counterparts, another look could be just as about satisfying as yet another viewing of the films themselves and the quality part. So with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.